Oh, it's Welcome to the second annual closing ceremony for the John Mercer Langston Institute for African American Political Leadership. Give everyone a round of applause for coming out. So my name is Dr. Wes Bellamy. I'm the Political Science Department Chairman here at VSU, as well as the Executive Director for JMLI. This is the brains behind the operation, Ms. Latoya Waddy, who ensures that everything goes smoothly. So let's give her a round of applause, please. And we have an action-packed program for you all today. It's going to be a lot of fun and not too long because, we know that it's Saturday. You all will see my lovely revolutionary daughter, Stokely. Yes, named after, thank you. Named after Stokely Carmichael. And she beats to her own drum. So, we're going to allow you all to go and get some dinner first, and then we'll start with the program. Just a quick heads up, we have a couple of menus here. So we have a hot menu to my right, your left, in which we have chicken, salmon, things of that nature. And in the back we have heavy hors d'oeuvres, whether that be shrimp, crab dip, desserts, and so forth. Please, 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 my man say yeah. Please eat as much as you would like. We also have to-go boxes, but we do not want to all take it all home. So eat. All right, and whoever would like to go first, you're welcome to do so. Thank you, and please enjoy. Oh, I know y'all not shy. Go and eat. We're waiting for
I don't know what this big thing doing in front of here. Homeboy, my man, can you move this? But they're gonna come on this side too.
Program back on the road. I am Stephen Miller Pitts. I am adjunct professor here at Virginia State under the Political Science and Public Administration Department under Dr. Wes Bellamy, the chair, and I have been a facilitator for this program with these wonderful leaders that you all are here to congratulate and help send on the way. And so I won't be up here too long, 2 minutes or less. You can time me. I'm running for office, so I got to get in practice. And so what I do want to say is I've been able to see the transformation from each and every one of the cohort members as they began this journey, as I jumped in and helped facilitate the second part of the first session, and to now where we've been on a journey together, being able to see the history throughout the Commonwealth and the contributions of those that look like us, and the reason why each and every one of these members decided to step up to the plate and get in good trouble on yesterday. And sometimes me and Dr. Bellamy, and so I could take this privilege because the greatest fraternity on this earth is Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. One of my brothers is back there, but on yesterday, the postal office unveiled the stamp of the late Congressman John Lewis. And one of the things that he always put to us as a charge, what I will to all the cohort members from different industries, from different backgrounds, but you all stepped up because there's a void in society right now. And so you all are answering the call of action. And so what I will say to you is, as you graduate and you celebrate, remember why we're here, and remember to get in good trouble, right? And stand in the way and speak truth to power. Because that's what we need in society as we look at the people that are hurting, that look like us, those that don't look like us, that are going through similar things. And this is the reason why you all decided to come and be part of this program. So stand up, stand truth to power, and let's go get it done. There's elections around the corner. Elections have consequences. Not doing anything has consequences. And it's time for people such as you all, the ones that are in this cohort, and the family and friends that are gathered, to get in good trouble. And if we do it together, anything is possible. And so at this time, I'll ask Dr. Bellamy to come up to continue on the program. But I'm very proud of each and every one of you. You all stand in the gap, and I stand in the gap with you. And together, anything is possible. So let's remember that, and let's commit ourselves to getting in good trouble.
Thank you.
Not bad for a Sigma. So, one, I'll be very brief because Ms. Waddy has some profound remarks that she's going to bring forth. For me, just a little bit of background information. We started this program, and I think as some of you saw when you came in, back in the year 2019, right before the pandemic, the following year kicking off, and there was a conversation with President Dula in which I said to him, hey, we need to develop our own group of political leaders. As we've seen with other institutions like the University of Virginia with their Sorensen Institute, as we've seen with VCU and their Minority Political Leadership Institute, there are entities that are in existence right now that are supposed to be training leaders, but very few that are specific for the unique challenges of Black folk. And we want to be very intentional with what we do is for Black folk, like this Black daughter right here. So when we say that we're creating our own institute, we, again, want to be very intentional. I served as the vice mayor of Charlottesville, Virginia from 2016 to 2020. And one of the things that I noticed during my tenure was that while some folks would be having to go through some things, all right, so while some folks would be So while some folks would be able to go through some things and have certain experiences, our experiences were very unique. And as many of us know, how Black folk are treated is not like everyone else. The things in which we're judged on and how we're going to be based off of what we need to do or what we should have done as Black elected officials or just Black leadership as a whole is different from what other folks say. How many of y'all, by show of hands, had your grandma, your nana, your auntie, somebody in your family say that you have to do twice as hard, twice the work, to be treated the same way as others. How many of you ever heard that? Okay. How many of y'all, if we're going to be real, we're going to be very honest, how many of y'all ever had a parent or a family member say, now you know you can't go do what them white folk do? Yeah, so we want to be very intentional with how that plays out, not only in the political sphere, but in leadership as a whole. And that's how this institute was birthed. Last year was our first cohort in which we had about 14 persons participate as a whole. And one of the things that we noticed, Ms. Waddy and I were having a conversation, was that is a bit much. Having 14 people go to 7 different cities over the course of 7 months is a lot. So this year we wanted to bring the number down, have a smaller cohort, and this year we have 7 in total, and we thought that we were able to bring forth a much richer experience. And with this experience, we were able to travel from Charlottesville to Petersburg to Alexandria to Norfolk and a couple other places in between, and really talk about, again, unique challenges that Black folk have to endure. In addition to that, we provided our participants, because I'm not going to call them students because they're grown. Right. Our participants were able to not only analyze and review budgets, but work together and develop relationships and think about other things and possibilities that they could want to do. I heard a couple of them talk about now they want to run for office. We have one who's going to soon be a school board member in Northern Virginia, right? That's right. One of our facilitators, Brother Miller Pitts, is soon to be a delegate. He's going to win his election in November. Yeah. And looking for donations. And then we have a couple of others who are also, I'm really looking forward to either running for office in some capacity, leading institutions like our HBCUs, because we hope to keep that talent at home, or doing things that we know serve and benefit and uplift our people in a wide variety of different capacities. So this cohort, to me, this second one, is incredibly special, and it's shown us not only how we can do for us, how we can love on each other, how we can support each other, or how much more we can do when we decide to work together. So as Ms. Waddy comes up, I just want you to give each and every single participant a round of applause for the hard work in which they put in, because I can assure you it wasn't easy. Thank y'all. I'm looking forward to talking to you soon.
About profound, you know, he said profound. I ain't had that prepared. But I will say, first of all, to introduce myself once again, I'm Latoya Waddy, the program coordinator for John Mercer Langston Institute and the assistant to the chair, to Dr. Bellamy, for the Political Science and Public Administration Department. This was my first cohort. And it really taught me so much about state and local government, all of the disparities going on in our communities. I was not a poli-sci major. In fact, I was a theater teacher. Totally different. However, I will say I've always been an advocate, and I used to use art to make change, like fundraisers for women who have experienced abuse or women's rights and things like that with my art. So I will say that. But I want to say thank you to our participants so much. Thank you. Because over the last 6 months, you all have gotten in your cars, drove to different cities, determined to learn, determined to be an advocate, and determined to network with people as well. So thank you for that. Let me give me 1 second. I also want to thank Dr. Bellamy for having me a part of this. My background is higher education, but more so on the student advising side of things and counseling. So for him to offer me the opportunity to come be with you all and make sure things ran smoothly as much as I could, I really appreciate that. So thank you, Dr. Bellamy, for having me a part of this as well to learn. So what we're going to do now, we're going to start with our certificate, and we're going to do a pinning as well, okay? I will say this, a genuine leader is not a searcher for consensus, but a molder of consensus, by Martin Luther King Jr. Thank you, Preston. Thank you, Adolph. Thank you, Trayvon. Thank you, Kofi. Thank you, Chantel. Thank you, Ms. Janelle. Thank you, Mr. Malcolm, for making this possible, okay? So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pass out the certificates and some pins. Dr. Bellamy, can I have your assistance, please?
My shadow doesn't leave me.
All right, so this individual joined us as a recommended student from the dean of our college. He is trying to find his way throughout this educational journey, and he was eager to learn what is needed to be a leader in our society. So with all the participants, with all of the applications we had come through to join this institute, I said, I have to give this young man a try, a chance. So Trayvon Biggs, thank you. Here you go. All right, this next participant has a world of ideas, has experience, and also is a change leader. Preston Page, come on up.
Preston. This brother's gonna start his own bank.
All right.
Don't make me a liar.
All right. This woman is actually a woman I can see as a mentor to myself. She does a lot in the community for the city of Petersburg. She has nonprofit organizations to help women and children, and we were excited to have her part of this institute. Janelle Sinclair, please come on up.
And this is soon to be Professor Sinclair. She's going to be joining us as a professor next semester. So give her another round of applause. Put her to work. Proud of you.
Thank you. All right, this individual joined us. He actually is an alumni from VSU. He is doing great things. I think, well, he started from a counseling background, and now he's doing great things in government as well. Welcome, Malcolm Moody.
in the middle, brother. All right, Councilman Moody. Oh, one more. He wants to do it.
Right.
All right. All right.
All right, this participant is an established individual from Virginia Union. He works a lot with the students and is looking to also make a difference in the community. Starting with Union, but now VSU. Right? I think you were at ODU before that. Welcome Adolph.
All right, President Brown. Thank you so much.
All right. This individual is an advocate for children and education and will be part of the school board. And she is truly a leader and determined to make education equal among all children. Ms. Chantel Rock. Of course, say the All right, last but not least, this participant is was the most. I want to say, I don't want to just say dedicated, but punctual. He asked a lot of questions. He had a lot of answers for those questions after the
Don't start yet.
He does a lot in Petersburg in regards to development with real estate as well. He's a born leader. You all are born leaders. But he was on time for everything and showed up to everything. Okay? I'm gonna let y'all know. Anyways, thank you, Kofi. Thank you, Kofi.
I just want to say I'm nothing without my family.
Yes, sir.
I got a lot of my family here,
Yeah.
and I just want to say thank y'all.
Yes, sir.
That's right. All right, once again for our participants, thank you. We have a photo booth if you all want to take some pictures as well, okay?
And before we conclude, we'll also take a group picture with all of the core members in the back. So we'll do that immediately following this specific conclusion. Let's give Ms. Waddy another round of applause. As modest as she is, and she did not want to talk just now in front of everybody the whole time. I told her if she didn't, she was getting written up, so she passed that test. But she actually planned the entire Institute for Everyone, making hotel arrangements, communicating with everybody, ensuring that everybody got to where they needed to be. So she's a lifesaver, to say the least. So again, thank you so much, Ms. Waddy. And then also, let's clap it up. Also, we know that there are some of you who have been thinking about joining the next, institute. Please be sure to send us an email, either myself at wbellamy@vsu.edu or Ms. Waddy at lwaddy@vsu.edu. Next year, we're looking to do things a little differently, but there still will be an institute, but we're looking to include a little bit more persons from across the state. to join us in really and truly developing and forming Black political power. This will include special polling before the upcoming election in 2024. This will also include different symposiums that will take place across the state, so not everybody has to just drive down here from Northern Virginia. In addition to that, we're going to have, again, a special institute, but it won't be as long. It won't be 6 months like the previous two were. We're going to revamp it a little bit. So again, those of you who are interested in joining us, make sure you hit us up. We look forward to having you. That concludes our program, and thanks each of you for coming out today, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Thank you.
As Mr. Raymond said, please take the food. We cannot take it with us. Some of y'all just got here. You can take 2 plates if need be, he said. Please eat up. And again, for cohort members, meet us in the back right corner, or my right, your left, so that we can take our picture. Thanks again, everybody. See you soon.
So big dog.
How you doing? You looking sharp. How you doing? What's going on, bro? How you doing? Steve, you alright? Dude, Kofi, yeah. Oh my God. How you doing? Alright. How you doing? What do you need?